Welcome to my views and news, another video for you. Firstly, from western side of Kobo Orbit and Gobiye, some videos, pictures are being shared by pro-Ethiopian government and Amharic news sources. It seems there are some gains have been made by government forces. We have some clips for you. Secondly, Tigray again showed Eritrean soldiers today as POWs. From which front were they captured? Eritrean government is silent, it's not confirming, but on daily basis Tigray is showing a few Eritrean soldiers taken prisoner. And lastly, viewers, we know that Meskel, Demera celebrations are underway in Ethiopia and Eritrea today in Addis Ababa, Ethiopian capital. Large celebrations were held there. Orthodox Patriarch Abune Mathias spoke. He called for peace and reconciliation, but PM Abiy, in his message on Meskel Demera celebrations, took a very hawkish stance about the ongoing war. He did not call for reconciliation. What did he say? We'll try to analyze PM Abiy's message regarding Meskel celebrations. Firstly, viewers, Kobo Orbit Voldia front, where I have been updating you that to the west of Kobo Orbit, EDF Amhara forces, they have been making some gains. Now it is being visually confirmed to that they have made some gains to the west of Kobo Orbit and Gobiye. Belago is a place, a high place to the west of Kobo Orbit. It is being said that this high place has come under EDF, Fano and Amhara control. A video is being shared of some Fano fighters. Mere Vodajo can also be seen in this video, who is a commander of East Amhara Fano, which has been operating in alliance with Ethiopian federal and regional forces. All other Fano factions were dismantled, you can say, their commanders arrested, put in prison. But Mere Vodajo was allowed to operate, and his Fano fighters are fighting on front lines. And a video is being shared by some pro-government and Amharic news sources. It is said that the video is from Belago and it has come under EDF control. Where is Belago? Have a look at this map. You can see Belago situated to the west of Kobo Orbit, west of Gobiye. Vacha is close to Gobiye. So this place is to the west of Gobiye too. And some say that if a group takes control of Belago, it can move towards Gobiye too. And it's difficult to remain in control of Gobiye if you lose Belago. Video shows Fano presence close to Belago reportedly, and some say Belago is under Fano control, EDF Amhara control. It means that we could see some news from Gobiye as well, though in the previous video we shared a clip of TDF fighters who were saying that they were in control of Kobo Orbit and Gobiye, and there was no change in the battlefield situation. But here to the west of Gobiye and Kobo Orbit, some advances have been made, some gains have been made by government forces. So coming hours are very crucial. EDF Amhara forces will try to retake Kobo Orbit and Gobiye, where heavy fighting has been ongoing for some days. Watch this clip showing Mere Vodajo, other Fano fighters. Reportedly, they are close to Belago. Watch this clip.
አሁንም እዚህ አሉ። እስኪ ያላቸው ስሜት ምን ይመስላል? ወደ ግንባር የገቡ ያሉትና ወደ ግንባር ስትገቡ የተሰማችሁ ስሜት ምን ይመስላል የሚለውን ከዚሁ ይነግሩናል። እንደምታዩት ቸኩሏል። ለግንባር ቸኩሎ ነው፣ በሩጫ ነው የሚገኙት። ሴት ወንዱ ሳይል ከፍተኛ የሆነ ተጋድሎ ነው እያደረገ ያለው። ሁሉም በየሙያው ስንቅ ያለው ስንቅ በማቀበል ጦረኛውን ፊት ለፊት ጠላትን በመጋፈጥ
Secondly, almost on daily basis, Tigray is showing a few Eritrean soldiers. Eritrea is silent, no statement from Eritrean government. We saw some soldiers allegedly from Eritrea captured by Tigray Defense Force yesterday. TDF said they were from Belago front, and today Tigray showed more Eritrean POWs. They are from Berahle front, Afar Berahle, where there is deployment of Eritrean military. And most of the captured Eritrean soldiers are from 61st Division of Eritrean Defense Force. If you remember, I reported that 67th Division of Eritrean military was deployed to this Afar front, but those who have been captured are from 61st Division of Eritrean Defense Force. Yesterday, 2 were shown by Tigray back news sources. 2 were shown today as well. One of them is Hamid, who is Hamid Salah, who is from Afabit, which is in North Red Sea region of Afar, 61st or Red Sea zone of Eritrea. From 61st Division of Eritrean Defense Force, he's been captured on Berahle front, and some others too. 4 have been shown today by Tigray forces that they are members of Eritrean Defense Force captured on Berahle front. A video has also been shared by pro-Tigray news sources showing these 4 Eritrean soldiers, allegedly Eritrean soldiers, in the custody of Tigray forces. Or the clip showing newly captured Eritrean soldiers captured on Berahle front in Afar. Lastly, viewers, Meskel Demera celebrations underway in Ethiopia, in Addis Ababa at Meskel Square. Tens of thousands attended the celebrations. You can see some pictures on your screen. The pictures are from Addis Ababa, Meskel Square, where a large gathering of Orthodox Christian believers was seen today. Abune Mathias, Orthodox Patriarch, delivered a speech. He sent a message on this day of celebrations, and he called for peace and reconciliation. He said that all problems can be resolved, and he said that people should work for peace and happiness. Peace can be achieved. There is always opportunity and chance for peace. What is required is effort, genuine effort. Now, Abune Mathias is calling for peace. What is PM Abiy saying? PM Abiy today released a message in connection with Meskel. What I have understood is that the message was a little hawkish one. He did not call for peace, reconciliation. What did he say? He said that patience of the government was seen as weakness. That is why third round of the war was launched by TPLF. And now government is forced to fight. Government tried peace, but now it is forced to fight because enemy considered government's patience as weakness. He said, we should fight with both hands. One hand for development and food security, and with the other hand, we should ensure our security, national safety, once and for all. What is the meaning of this once and for all? He is not calling for reconciliation, not for peace. He is clearly saying that once and for all threat to security, national security, must be eliminated. That is what I have understood. I talked to a few people as well, one of my friends who shared this translation with me. We discussed it, and that is how we concluded that this message is not a soft message of reconciliation like Abune Mathias called for peace, reconciliation. But Abiy, PM Abiy of Ethiopia is taking a strong position which indicates that government wants to continue this military offensive. I said in last night's live chat session that PM Abiy is not in a position to make decisions on his own now. Eritrean soil is being used by Eritrean National Defense Force. Eritrean military is deployed on more than one front. Ethiopian government is relying on Eritrean government now for this third phase of war. That is why PM Abiy cannot make any decision on his own. Isaias Afwerki, Eritrean ruler, is a key factor in this conflict now. International community, regional players are neglecting the role of Eritrea. No one should be optimistic about peaceful solution to this conflict if Eritrea is not engaged. Eritrea should be engaged diplomatically, like international community is trying to facilitate talks between Tigray and Ethiopian government representatives. Eritrea should be engaged as well. Without Eritrean involvement, I don't see a peaceful solution to this conflict. How can Eritrea be engaged? By putting pressure on it, by imposing more sanctions, by involving regional players, by involving Middle Eastern countries. That's another debate. But I personally think that Eritrea should be involved. PM Abiy on his own unilaterally cannot make big decisions now. If you remember, in the first phase of this conflict, gradually ENDF got in control of the situation because fighting was mainly centered in Tigray. ENDF was not relying heavily on EDF, though EDF was part of the fighting back then. But now fighting is in border areas. From Eritrea, offensives are being launched. So this time ENDF is relying more on EDF. That is why no decision can be made by ENDF and PM Abiy unilaterally. They'll need Eritrean approval as well.